Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Today on the Breakfast Show, we are going to learn how to potty train a cow.
Potty train a cow. All right.
Okay.
Are we bringing a cow out here to the radio station, and is this going to be a hands-on experience, or are you just going to talk about it?
Well, we have a study that shows very good results that you can potty train calves just like you do kids.
Really?
Yep. And if they happen to be inside of a structure, you can teach them to go outside.
Oh, okay.
So that's coming up.
Well, I'm sure all of our cattle friends out there listening are going to really be excited to wait and hear that.
Well, they should.
Yeah.
By the way, Clay Govier was just on the Brownfield News here at Broken Bow Farmer, Rancher.
Oh,
he's been on quite a bit. Logan, his brother, has been too.
Yeah, I've caught him on there a time or two.
They're Brownfield stars.
Yeah.
It's good to hear from them. Happy birthday to Kathy Larson, Naomi White, and Rod Olson celebrating a birthday today.
All right.
Boy, that Rod's getting old. Whew, man. There's a few other birthdays of celebrity status. Not a lot, though. So
not a big celebrity birthday today, huh?
Well, maybe they're concentrating on the study on potty training calves. I don't know.
Yeah.
Logan Henderson is 32 today. Does that ring a bell with you?
Not a bell at all. I have no idea who that is.
You're pretty good with these names, I figured. Logan is 32. He is a singer. Before finding fame in the band Big Time Rush, he acted in the TV series Friday Night Lights.
Oh, okay. I've never watched the show.
Okay.
I don't know why. It's about football.
Yeah.
Football in the state of Texas, right? I saw the Friday Night Lights movie with Billy Bob Thornton, but I didn't. I've never watched the series. I heard it was good though.
Well, he's in it.
Okay.
It's his birthday.
And it's his birthday today.
Faith Ford, actress, 57 today, played the reporter Corky Sherwood in the original and reboot of Murphy Brown.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure how to pronounce this last name. It's Sam Neill. It's Neill, age 74.
Oh, Jurassic Park guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, by the way, another hot story that will be in relation to that, we may have woolly mammoths walking the earth very soon.
Woolly
just
mammoths
like Jurassic Park.
Walking the earth.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. So we're going to check into potty training calves and bringing back the woolly mammoth.
All right.
Now, if you want to get
you think they'll do a study about potty training the woolly mammoth?
Well, if they get through the cattle and the calves, they might go ahead and teach it. If, like the woolly mammoth was in a display inside where people would walk through and look at them, and they go, hey, just a minute, I got to go outside for a little bit. I got to go number one. Maybe, I don't know whether...
This could open up all kinds of things. I mean, think about... I'm thinking about the Henry Dorley Zoo in Omaha.
There you go.
Can you imagine if this just opened up a way to just potty train all animals? Just think about how much easier it'd be to be a zookeeper.
Or have pets.
That too. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll get into that later if we have time.
Okay.
There are some other things going on. In fact, we have quite a show lined up for you. Logan will be in from Arrow Seed. We'll be visiting with Mark with Big Iron Auction Company. Also on our list of guests, Team Physical Therapy and Off-Broadway Assisted Living this morning. Plus, we have some other things we want to talk about. One of the things we do want to let you know, on KBBN. We are going to, for the safety of some tower workers that are going to be working on some NOAA equipment, the National Weather equipment up there, there's an antenna that got busted up, and it's up near our antennas. And so they're going to shinny up the tower and repair that, replace it. And it's close to our antennas, so for their safety, we'll be going off the air during that period of time when they replace that on KBBN, 95.3. And that should happen about 10 o'clock this morning. Hopefully they'll be done in a couple hours. So just so you know. Now, here's the thing. If you're going, I need my classy crock and cutting edge of today. What are you doing? I need my awesome 80s. How can you do this?
Yeah.
Well, this is a good chance for you to try out our stream or the free app, because the programming will still be going over the stream and the free app. So KBBN audio will still be going over the internet, but it just won't be going out of our antenna till those guys get things fixed and get away, so far enough away from the our antennas so that they don't get radiation burns and that sort of thing. So it'd be a good day for you to check out the stream if you haven't done that. If you're an awesome 80s person, or you like classic rock, or you like to listen to Brent in the morning, well, there you go.
KBBN.com.
So we'll get that fixed, and then once we get up and going, then tonight we have volleyball.
We do, yeah. We'll have a triple header. They call it a triangular in volleyball. And so we'll do that tonight. Ansley, Litchfield, Central Valley, Arcadia Loop City, the three teams involved, and we'll have all three matches for you tonight, with the first one scheduled to begin at 5 o'clock tonight.
All right.
Or is that late afternoon? What's 5 o'clock now? Can I say tonight, or do I need to say late afternoon?
You're kind of in a gray area right
now. I know. I think
time.
I've talked about this on the air sometimes. You know, because then when we go later into the year, once we get into the fall and the winter, it just seems like evening comes upon you quicker.
Right.
Right? So when is there just a set time when you switch from afternoon to evening, or does it depend a little bit on the time of year?
I'm going to go with when you switch to standard time.
Okay.
Because then it gets dark in a hurry.
All right. So when do you end the afternoon then in standard time? Is there a set time? Is it 6? Well, 6 o'clock becomes the evening, or
it'd be earlier than that.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Or is it just when the sun is it dependent upon when the sun goes down?
Yeah. The sun goes down at the same time every day. We just mess with it with our clocks. It doesn't go down the same time, but the sun knows when it's going to go down.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, aliens make it go down. I don't know how it works for sure.
But anyway, 5 o'clock, late afternoon, early evening, however you want to look at it, that's when we'll start our coverage.
All right. Some exciting news this morning. I thought in local news, Gavin covered the school board meeting last night, and there's a group of folks out there working to improve our care for kids preschool and so forth. We have a shortage of places for kids to go, for people who work and need places for their kids to be, and maybe even get early education while they're there. And there's a group that's working on using the South Side School and changing that facility over and using that space for that. I think that's exciting. I think that's a great idea. And that building is built like a tank. I know it's older, but wow. If you walk in, so those era of buildings, they're not going anywhere. So it'd be a safe place for the kids to be. They used to have us go out in the hall and put our heads between our legs when we were practicing for a nuclear bomb.
So was Custer School where you went to grade school then?
I was a South Sider until fourth grade, and then I went to North.
Ah.
I didn't want to because I like the South Side.
Yeah. Was there kind of a thing there?
Definitely.
Between the grade school, South Side versus North Side?
Yeah, for a while I think they would have a South Side football elementary team and a North Side.
Oh.
But then they decided that it'd be better just to have them together so that there wouldn't be, hard feelings.
Yeah.
Well, that was flag football, so it didn't get too rough. But, yeah, that building, probably one of the most well-built buildings in the community for sure. And the school board sold it to this group for $10,000, according to the story. And, yes, it will take some money to retro that into what they need to use it for, but I think that's cool. And there's a playground already there.
Yeah, right.
Right across from the original Berean church. There's a gym over there. I'm thinking they might be able to work something out with that. Of course, there's already a gym in the school where they serve lunch, and that's where we had junior high basketball practice.
Yeah.
You had to. They switched. So one night you'd walk from the high school to the South Side for your junior high basketball practice. The next night you would walk to the North Side school.
Oh.
And the gym was just big enough to have practice, but it seemed big then.
Sure.
You know how that is when you're a kid.
Yes.
Anyway, I think it's a cool idea, don't you?
I do,
yeah.
Yes.
Also want to remind you that the Big Red giveaway is going on now. Your chance to win a 55-inch Samsung 4K Smart TV from Lines Appliance. They've made it available to us here. And also a Performance 65-liter ice bin cooler from Beaver Bearing. And Jeremy made a purchase of some JBL Bluetooth speakers and Bose speakers. And we're going to give 4 of those away. How do you enter? Well, you can go online to sandhillsexpress.com/contest page, or you can go to Chapin's Furniture, Triple Bless Boutique, Geared for Sports, Muddy Creek Auto, Lily Kate Boutique, The Grocery Cart, A1 Auto Repair in Arnold, Nebraska State Bank in Broken Bow, both locations, and get registered. Just put your first, last name, and your phone number in those containers. You must be 18 to play, and the drawing will be on October 18th, right here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Now, have you heard about the pink volleyball triangular in Myrna?
Not much, no. Gavin, I think, was kind of talking to me about it just real briefly. But I hear they're doing something special. I believe it's next Tuesday at their triangular, which, by the way, the matches will be broadcast on KBBN that night.
Great.
Yeah.
This will be, yes, on the 21st, and I think it starts around 5. Teams include Anselmo Myrna, South Loop, Elm Creek, and they're going to raise money towards cancer research. And those who attend will receive a free T-shirt while supplies last, and jerseys will be raffled off that evening as well. And the AM Booster Club will serve a free, that's FREE, barbecue to those who attend.
Wow, great.
And they'll have additional items that can also be purchased while you're there. And the proceeds go to raise money for cancer research. That's pretty neat, isn't it?
Yes, very neat.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, and I'm glad we're going to be there. Yeah, that was on our original schedule to do those matches on Tuesday. I haven't reached out to Mr. Goodman, the AD, yet, but Spencer, if you're listening, we're planning to come over next week and do those.
When we always appreciate your cooperation. And while you're there, you can get a little barbecue.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, we'll play the game. Oh, school lunch menus. Forgot to do that.
Yeah.
Let me find mine. Do you have yours lined up?
I do.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. I'll get you started by, well, the first two I have don't have anything on them. So let me get past those. I think we'll throw those away. Okay, Thetford today on the 14th day of September. Popcorn chicken at Thetford School today.
Today at Anselmo Myrna, it's home-style chicken and noodles with dinner roll, country fried steak and dinner roll, chef salad with roasted flatbread, mashed potatoes with country gravy, fruit and veggie bar, and milk.
Ansley today, hot dogs on the lunch menu.
All right, at Callaway, it's meatballs, fruit, vegetables, and milk.
Arnold today, serving tacos for lunch at Arnold today.
Litchfield, it's breakfast. Oops, I'm sorry. Let me go down a bit here. For lunch, pork carnitas.
All right, Broken Bow Middle and High School today, country fried steak with dinner roll, fresh baked turkey and cheese sub, and fajita salad with tortilla chips on the menu today at Broken Bow.
Excuse me. Arcadia, hamburgers, fruit, vegetables, and milk.
Loop City tonight, chicken wrap or rebelunza.
Rebelunza.
On the menu at Loop City today. Did I say tonight?
You did, but that's all right.
Okay, they'll probably serve that this afternoon.
That'd probably work out better.
Yes.
SEM today, Sloppy Joe's, carrots and chips. And
I was thinking about the volleyball match, which will be tonight. With
Tuesday
Loop
night.
City. Yeah.
Sandhills School at Dunning, it's tater tot casserole and green beans. All right, now we can play the game. It's Tumbleweed Day.
Yes, and we're asking questions about potatoes because it is Potato Month. So here's your question. From which part of the world did the first cultivated forms of the potato originate? I'm going to give you a clue. I'm going to eliminate one of the choices.
Okay.
It's not North America.
It's not.
No.
All right.
So, from which part of the world did the first cultivated forms of the potato originate? Your choices today will be South America, Africa, or Southeast Asia. If you know, call us at 872-2801. Eat at the restaurant where everything is right. The food, the service, the atmosphere, and the price. At the Tumbleweed Cafe, they look forward to serving you. Their menu is filled with home-cooked meals you're sure to enjoy. When your plate is clear, don't forget to choose one of their delicious desserts. You'll enjoy the many things that make Tumbleweed the favorite dining spot of so many folks. Whether passing through or setting a destination, enjoy your next meal at the Tumbleweed Cafe, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Well, you would just want to answer that one?
Well, sure. Let's see. From which part of the world did the first cultivated forms of the potato originate? The answer is South America.
South America.
South America.
Okay. We'll be right back after these words.
Fall is coming whether we like it or not. Has your sock drawer been looking a little bare? Restock with our help at Bo Bootery. Join us this week for a sock sale. They're marked 20% off. Socks from Darn Tough, Jock Socks, K-Bell, Thorlo, and Dan Post are available for men, women, and kids. Comfortable, well-fitting shoes are important, but socks are a big part of the equation, too. 20% off socks at Bo Bootery, east side of the square, Broken Bow.
It's time to think farm safety. Every year, farm accidents are caused by untrained workers driving tractors in a dangerous manner. Rollover protective structures are no substitute for thorough training and careful supervision. This week and every week in 2021, remember, think and practice safety first.
Brought to you by Rich Renlett with Rain Dance Repair. Learn more about the new pivot controller from Beehive Ag by contacting Rich at 870-4455.
It's time again for the ever-popular T-shirt quilt class at the Quilting Shack in Broken Bow. We all have those T-shirts we hold dear, but we don't know what to do with them. September 26th and October 17th, grab up your T-shirts, attend a 2-day class, and learn to make an amazing keepsake. Class cost is $40. All you need is a machine and material, and the gals at the Quilting Shack will help with the rest. The class will be from 1 until 6 both days. Call the Quilting Shack in Broken Bow for more details, and make sure to follow them on Facebook.
10 minutes before the hour, we'll expect Logan in any moment here from Arrow Seed. Talk real quick, if you would, about the games tonight. You've got those volleyball games going.
Yes, yeah. Triangular tonight, Ansley, Litchfield, Central Valley, and Arcadia Loop City will do all 3 matchups, and the first one starts at 5. So that'll be tonight. And then later in the week, we got a lot of sports going on locally this week on our radio stations. On Thursday, we're going to do the 8-man football game between Sandhills, Thetford, and Twin Loop, and that will be coming up on Thursday night, kickoff at 7. And then also on Thursday over on KCNI Radio, we'll do Broken Bow Volleyball as the Lady Indians will be back up at the Indian Gym to take on Lexington. Always like doing that matchup between the two. And so we'll do that on Thursday night. That's on KCNI. And then on Friday, we'll do Broken Bow football as the Indians take on Ord. Now, since our area 8-man game is on Thursday night this week instead of Friday, and it's a pretty big matchup with Bow taking on Ord, we're going to broadcast it on both of our radio stations Friday. So it'll be on KCNI and on KBBN Friday night.
Logan Gerardin is here. We're going to talk with Logan from Arrow's Seed. Almost did it again after these words.
Libya's Boutique invites you to their Sip and Shop Hop this Saturday from 10 until 4. Big savings will be marked no matter where you look. Save 25% off clothing and shoes, or check out the 30% off Under Armour rack. The trailer will be parked next door, and everything inside is 70% off. Plus, don't miss the $1, $5, and $10 bargain bins. You can also shop in Ravenna and St. Paul, too. The Sip and Shop Hop, this Saturday at Libya's Boutique on Main Street in Ansley.
What a better way to get moving this summer than by putting the spring back in your step with a total knee replacement done right here in your hometown. Melham Medical Center is happy to offer the services of orthopedic surgeon Dr. Greg Sextro. Partnering with you, your primary care physician, and Melham Medical Center, Dr. Sextro sees patients right here in Broken Bow for your convenience, avoiding lengthy travel time and keeping you close to home. For an appointment, please call the Melham Specialty Clinic at 872-4157. Melham Medical Center, partnering with you to inspire healthy living through quality care.
Who wants to have some fun, Nebraska? Who wants to win 2022 bucks? Who wants to win $1 million? Who wants to enter the Nebraska Lottery's Powerball's Rockin' 15 promotion? Hey, until September 25th, buy a Powerball with Power Play ticket to enter. 15 lucky people will win 2022 bucks and have a chance to win $1 million on New Year's Eve.
Powerball top prize odds 1 in 292 million.
The Exchange in Arnold welcomes you to the Fall Festival this weekend with the theme Old School. When you're having fun in Arnold, make sure to stop by the Exchange to grab a snack, a drink, or a slice of Piccadilly Circus pizza. They serve it now. When you need food fast, go to the Exchange. They're open 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Have fun at the Arnold Fall Festival. Games, a parade, races, and the Redneck Olympics await you. The Exchange in Arnold hopes to see you this weekend.
Logan Gerardin is here. Logan, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good. You're looking good.
Well, thank you. I kind of had a little oopsie-daisy this weekend, but
oopsie-daisy?
Okay. Well, so I have to go to the optometrist this morning, actually.
Did you hurt? What happened?
Well, so I was out walking in a pasture, just enjoying nature, and I fell into a big hole filled with water.
Wow.
And it turns out I just couldn't see that well.
Brent, do you want to take over for a moment?
I don't know if I can.
Oh, my God.
That's a good one. I like that. Wait a minute. I'm going to write that down. By the way, if I reuse these, do I have to give you credit for them?
Yeah, there's a royalty program.
Okay.
not a loyalty program, a royalty program.
Okay.
There you go.
Sounds good. How's it been? I guess you guys are still pretty busy.
We are. The guys are going gung-ho in the warehouse, and that's really what makes us turn.
Yeah.
We can't do it without them, so they're busy mixing and bagging and receiving and loading and unloading.
Yeah.
They're just making the whole world go around.
So what's kind of the top priority right now at Arrow Seed? Yes. Everything is the top priority. I love that.
Everything is.
That's a full-service store right there. I didn't mean to choke you up, but...
Excuse me. No, we're right in the thick... Man, got a frog in my throat.
That's all right. We've been there.
Yeah. We're right in the thick of everything right now, and that is everything from stuff up front, from yard, weed problems in your yard, fertilizer problems, fencing, to the truckloads of seed. It's wheat season, it's cover crop season, it's rye season, it's everything season.
Yeah. going back to the lawns for a minute, we're kind of in that process. We're in that time frame now, right? To be getting some more applications on.
So we're actually on our 5-step program. I think it's either later this week or the first of next. We'll be sending out the cards for the 4th step, which is the broadleaf weed control with fertilizer. So these nice cool mornings are really getting those broadleaf plants ready to go night-night for wintertime. So they're putting all their energy down into their roots. So you hit them with some herbicide now, and guess what? They go permanently night-night all winter long and don't come back next spring.
I know you talk a lot about your 5-step lawn program. If folks didn't, if they weren't on that, this is still a good time to get. You don't have. It's not like you have to do the previous steps to do this.
Nope, absolutely not. If you come in and say, I'm not on your program, but what step is going out the door right now, we can get you hooked up. So you absolutely don't need to be on the program to get the step that we're on.
Yeah. And then a little bit later, I assume that's when we'll kind of do the winterizing and stuff, right?
Usually the winterizers sometime middle of October-ish, depending on the weather.
Yeah.
It could be as early as the 1st of October. It could be the middle of October. It just depends on what the weather's looking like.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you mentioned fencing. Maybe we don't talk about that enough, but you guys have been having those products available for a long, long time.
We have. I don't know how long we've been a Gallagher fencing dealer, but it's been quite a number of years. So
it's been a good, reliable company to be with, isn't it?
It has. They're usually really, really, really good on warranty repairs. If there's a problem with something that I can't troubleshoot, or if I don't know how to, we'll send an Energizer into them to get repaired, and they're usually pretty prompt getting back to us with, hey, this is what's wrong with it, this is how much it's going to cost, or here's a new fencer, it was repaired under warranty.
Mm-hmm.
So they're a great company to work with.
We've been hearing so much about supply, how has that affected you guys? I'm assuming it's affected you in areas.
It has. Even on the seed side of things, the Pacific Northwest, where a lot of stuff is produced, there's a lot of turf grasses that are produced up there, but there's also a lot of forage crops. So there's a lot of like turnips and radishes and rapeseed, that type of stuff that's produced up, kind of the Pacific Northwest.
Mm-hmm.
They had a very, very poor growing season. So seed supply can be tricky going forward. Everybody's still using this year's crop, but where there's not really going to be a whole lot of seed to sell from 2021 crop, that could put a wrench in some things. Might have to change some stuff up. But as of right now, we're sitting good supply wise.
Good.
So we try to forecast a little bit, and every once in a while it actually works.
Well, that's good. Well, you guys got a lot of experience in the forecasting part of it, so I'm sure that helps.
Yeah, that's the big man in the back office that does all that behind the scenes and makes sure that we have product to sell.
Yeah, that's good.
So,
I saw you brought a list of things. So what else did you want to talk about today?
I kind of went over the lawn type of stuff, but I know I talk about it a lot, and everybody probably is like, oh, no, he's going to talk about food processing again. Well, yes, I am.
Oh, but that's become a big part of what you guys do now.
It has.
Yeah.
It absolutely has. With the supply issues, I tried to get a lot of stuff in early this year. There was some stuff that's still on back order that I couldn't get, but we are sitting pretty good on seasonings. We've got jerky, snack sticks, summer sausage, bratwurst, breakfast sausage, salami. I tried to get stocked up because I know, just like with everything, COVID put a wrench into a lot of supply chain type things, and it might be hard the closer to in season we get to get product in. So, and we do have bacon cure now.
Ooh, you make your own bacon?
So you can make your own bacon.
Oh, bacon makes it better.
It does.
Especially when you make it right in your own place.
Man, I would think so.
Yeah, exactly.
And I know we have talked about this before, but if you want to get into this, you can start small and then just kind of keep adding as you go along.
Absolutely. You know, the number one thing you probably should think about buying from an equipment standpoint would be a meat grinder.
Mm-hmm.
It opens you up to a lot of different options. You know, you can make snack sticks, you can make reconstituted jerky, you can make salami, you can make bratwurst. You know, the meat grinder is probably the number one equipment you should buy, and you don't have to buy the biggest, baddest one out there. I've got just the little countertop size one that I bought the first year that I worked at Aeroseed, and I've slowly just bought more equipment, you know, every couple years, and now I'm fully set up.
There you go.
So yeah, you don't have to spend all your money in one shot and get all set up. You know, you can buy components every couple years to get stocked up on all the equipment.
Yeah.
So one thing that's probably going to go pretty quick this year is vacuum bags and vacuum sealers. Bumper crop on gardens, and the best way to save that is in a vacuum bag. And throw it in the freezer and save a lot of space. Have a lot of goodies, you know, in the heart of winter when you're making some chili. Throw some fresh tomatoes, fresh peppers.
Yeah.
So that could be one thing. If you know, that might be something you're thinking about doing. Come on in and get some before they're gone, because I do know vacuum bags and vacuum sealers are going to be a hot commodity.
Yeah.
So,
and we don't want to forget about the flags and yard decor and your furniture and all those things that folks can look at as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think all we've got left for furniture right now is a couple of chairs and a glider.
Okay.
We've sold quite a bit of it, but we do have a catalog you can order from. If you order it now, you know, you're not going to get it, obviously, for this season.
Right.
But we can get it ordered for you for spring of 2022.
Okay, well, as fast as time goes by, go in and do that now too.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, they'll have all winter long to make it special, just for whoever orders it.
Yeah, and maybe they'll start shipping things more promptly and get caught up a little bit.
Yep.
So, all right.
So yeah, it's busy,
yeah.
Which is good. That's what we like.
Yeah. You have a lot of busy seasons at Aeroseed. This one definitely is one of the big ones.
We do.
Yeah.
You know, we're pretty much go from March till October. And then once wheat season kind of rolls down, we transition more into the grass mixing.
Yep.
You know, the CRP contracts and then NRCS type mixes. Kind of transition into those that November, December, January, February, March time frame, and then it's right back to
here we go again.
Spring. So
yeah. All right. Logan, thanks so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That joke rated in the top 10, I believe.
Yeah, I would think so. I liked it. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Didn't see that well. Yeah.
News is next.
Thanks, guys.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KPBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Californians are voting today on whether Governor Gavin Newsom should keep his job. CBS's Major Garrett says Newsom's team is hopeful.
They said there is no scenario, their words, no scenario in which the governor loses this recall election. That, they said, was based on public polls, their own internal polls, and what they described as heavy early Democratic turnout.
President Biden stumped for Newsom in Long Beach last night. Nicholas has been downgraded to a tropical storm, but not before slamming the Texas coast as a hurricane. CBS's Janet Shamlian is near Houston.
Here in Kemah and throughout southeast Texas, officials are asking people just to stay put right now, to buckle down, do not go outside.
Amazon's trying to entice people to sign up for work by offering $18 an hour to new hires. CBS's Vicki Barker.
Amazon plans to hire another 125,000 warehouse and transportation workers to help run 100 new logistics facilities launching this month.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Here was a look at state news. I'm Gavin Higgins. Nebraska Democrats have a candidate for governor. As expected, State Senator Carol Blood announced her bid for the state's top job yesterday morning on the steps of the Capitol in Lincoln. According to the Bellevue lawmaker, who says she is disappointed with the Nebraska Republican Party, the state's politics is suffering from toxic polarization. She also promised to, quote, expose the true history of property taxes over the last 3 decades. 3 Republicans have already launched their campaigns: Cattleman Charles Herbster, State Senator Brent Lindstrom, and University of Nebraska Regent Jim Pillen. News Channel Nebraska reported earlier this year that former Governor Dave Heineman, a Republican, is also considering a run. Omaha police responded to a call Sunday evening to investigate a shooting. On Sunday, just after 11 p.m., Omaha police investigate a shooting in the parking lot at 9901 Nichols Street. Police say that when officers arrived, they found an adult male, 18-year-old Franco Vasquez, and an adult female, 18-year-old Haley Grimm. Authorities say Grimm was transported by medics to CUMC Bergen Mercy Hospital in critical condition with non-life-threatening injuries, and Vasquez was declared dead at the scene. The investigation is ongoing. A 2-vehicle accident at the Point of Rocks closed both lanes of Highway 30 Monday afternoon. According to the Cheyenne County Sheriff, the accident involved a head-on collision between a semi-tractor trailer and another vehicle. He says there are no fatalities, but the extent of injuries was unknown at the time. The highway was closed for approximately 2 hours as traffic was diverted to Interstate 80 at Potter and Brownson.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
Week 1 in the NFL came to a close with a wild Monday Night Football game in Las Vegas where the Raiders beat the Ravens 33-27 in overtime. Both teams exchanged long field goals with less than a minute to play to force the overtime. Both teams also turned it over in the overtime before Raiders quarterback Derek Carr threw a 31-yard touchdown pass to wide receiver Zay Jones in the sudden death overtime that ended the game. Carr finished with 435 yards passing and 2 scores in the win. College football, USC has fired their head coach Clay Helton this after a 42-28 home loss to Stanford on Saturday. In baseball games of note, the Blue Jays beat the Rays 8-1. Toronto holds the number 1 wildcard spot in the American League. There's still a game up on New York with the Yankees walking off with a 6-5 win over the Twins in 10 innings. New York is tied with Boston for the final wildcard spot in the American League. The Red Sox lost the Mariners 5-4. Giants clinch a playoff spot, beating the Padres 9-1.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, look for partial sunshine. Can't rule out a slight chance for a shower or storm. Those high temperatures working up into the lower 70s. Then for tonight, clear and calm, dropping to a low of 50. Abundant sunshine making a return for your Wednesday with upper 70s for high temperatures. And into your Thursday, lots of sun, high of 87. Slight chance for storm Friday, 78. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
Do you check your Google search results regularly? You should. People often get their first impression of you or your business online. Negative comments on the internet can impact your life and your livelihood. Take control of your online reputation. Get your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com. It may reveal negative posts from an ex-employee, upset patient or client, news article, legal issue, or even exposed personal information right there in your Google search results. Uncover what's lurking on the internet about you with reputationdefender.com's patented scan and get your free reputation report card. Or for immediate assistance with your reputation, call 800-401-6681. Our cutting-edge technology helps make your Google search results look their best. Call 800-401-6681. That's 800-401-6681. 800-401-6681. Or take the free scan at reputationdefender.com.
It's 9 past the hour of 8 o'clock. And we have our next guest in. And these guys have been so jacked up just talking before they ever got on the air here. I'm just going to turn it over to them. And I'm going to run over, Brent, and get my weather sheet. You guys go ahead.
Sure.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Jeff, how you doing?
Really good.
I'll be right back.
Great.
All right. Well, our guest right now is Jeff Denson with Team Physical Therapy. How are you, my friend?
Really good. How are you?
Doing fantastic. What a great time of year this is, isn't it?
Yes.
I love this time of year.
We've enjoyed watching football and volleyball and cross country and golf get started. Some tremendous success so far in the area, and looking forward to more.
I know that you guys are always very active with Team Physical Therapy, going to different area games and donating your time, right, to work a sideline or work at a gym to watch a volleyball match or whatever the sport may be, to make sure that if there is something that happens during the course of the game, you guys are there to kind of diagnose the situation and lend a helping hand.
Yeah, we're just excited to help out where we can. So we have a lot of staff traveling to a lot of different games. So look for them. I think we're covering basically every local school mostly.
That's great.
Traveling all around. And we've enjoyed the whole process. So it's good to be there to help if we need. The best games are when we don't have to do anything. It's perfect.
Yeah, that I was going to.
We've had a few of those.
I was going to say, I'm guessing that when it's most fun is when you guys end up just being a spectator for the entire game.
A spectator on the sidelines is a perfect place to be. So.
Yeah, and I'm sure the coaches would agree with you too.
Yeah.
And the players.
Yeah, it's when we're not busy, it's way better. So.
Just talk a little bit about your staff, if you would, Jeff. You've kind of added to it recently. You guys have a great group that covers a large part of the area and region.
Yeah, we're excited to have added 2 new therapists, Derek and Jillian Lineski. That's how you pronounce that.
Okay.
No, I got that better. Derek took over, is going to our Kearney clinic now. He worked here for a little while, and then Jillian is taking over our pediatrics in the Broken Bow area, and then some in the community surrounding. We just added a new physical therapy assistant who should start this week in Burwell to cover maternity leave and get us solidified a little more over there. I'm hoping to add one more therapist over there in the near future, just to get things covered. So Allie Rowden isn't putting in quite the number of hours she currently is. So we're hoping to keep that going. We do have an opportunity for a full-time technician in Broken Bow. If anybody's interested in that, we train everything in-house and full benefit package, like 36 to 40 hours, somewhere around there. And then I have an opportunity for a part-time tech in Broken Bow. We've added our increased hours after school, so we open until 6 o'clock, and I want to add somebody from like 3 to 6, just because we're getting quite a bit busier during that time. So if any high school students are interested, post after school, working for a couple hours, that's kind of what we're looking for. So
that's what I was going to ask you. When you say tech, what kind of qualifications are you looking for? Is it just someone who's maybe interested in the field or whatever?
Interested in the field, interested in helping people.
Okay.
Basically, their job is to set up all treatments. We do all of our own cleaning and laundry, and just making the flow of the clinic go well. So it's a very rewarding job. I mean, obviously, you get to see people get better. It's a lot of fun. So.
Jeff, is there any physical requirements there when you're going to be working with people, helping to move around or anything? Is there?
Yeah, we have for that job, a 50-pound requirement.
Okay.
All of our therapists are 75-pound lifting requirements, but it just depends on. But yeah, we have a 50-pound lifting requirement. You have to do a little informal job screening thing that I do with employees.
Makes sense.
I'm pretty good at up to 40. Would that still qualify?
We get you stronger, kid.
Okay,
you'll be all right.
You get therapy so that
we can strengthen you up. You'll be all right.
There you go.
we got to Apperson some therapy so you can get to 50 pounds. I would probably be in that same category.
Yeah. What else is on your list there, Jeff, that you wanted to mention?
Well, that's virtually all I had. We just have excited to watch the kids moving forward through sports seasons. I call any of our clinics anytime. Should be walk-ins available almost everywhere all the time. So get in if you need some help.
We'll be moving in quickly to the harvest time of year, of course, where our ag-related folks are going to be super busy. And I mean, it's really easy to twist something, you know, when you're going through that period of time. And I'm sure you guys are open and ready to help there.
Yeah, and just the sheer number of hours and equipment. I mean, just the key is get out and get moving. If you're going to have to be in there for 16 hours a day, you probably better be taking some breaks and get out and get moving.
Yeah. And I think you have mentioned this before, find a way to get some sleep.
Yeah. I mean, that's the key is you just got to build that into your day. I mean, you can go so long at 20 hours a day, and then your body's going to give up. So better be smart about it. Plus, safety-wise, that's not something you want to share.
That's not a good idea.
Yep.
Fall calves are coming on. They're going to be working those, and
Yeah, out and busy.
I think some of been reading and maybe even here, all operations, all of those sorts of things, surgeries are still going on as planned. I think.
Mostly in surgical centers. I don't know that. I think there's some areas of the state that are limiting some surgeries in hospitals.
But here we're good.
Since it's currently we're good here. So, and I just heard you guys had an ad on the radio for Dr. Sextro Total Knees.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we completely support that because of the great results he's getting. So, it's phenomenal.
Yeah. And you guys,
the process here. So
you're there before and after, depending on what the requirements are, right?
Yep. We cover them in the hospital, and then after if we need, and then we do a little pre-class usually with everybody to get them ready for the surgery.
All right. Well, if Brent and I train to get to that 50 pounds, you might want to set up a possible surgery for us then.
Yes, absolutely. We can do that.
We might damage some parts. Yeah, doing that. No. Well, keep up the good work. You're everywhere. You mentioned you've got all of these locations, all these great people, and you could use some more. It's always amazing to watch all the different things that you guys do in all the different places. So keep up the good work.
We love it.
Yeah.
It's fun.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
Good job, Brent.
You bet. Thanks. Before we let you go, Jeff, did you tell me you've scheduled your first baseball tournament already?
Yeah, we got a tournament in Alliance in late June.
Oh, wow.
Seniors. I haven't told all the players that yet, or parents, but we're going to Alliance.
All right.
They called and I said yes.
Of course you did. We'll take a timeout.
State purpose of visit.
Well, looks like the old tractor's going to kick the bucket this year.
Searching internet for new buckets.
No, I want to check insurance rates.
Sale located. Right now, get 20% off new bucket with code It's Raining Buckets.
Robots don't know you. We do. For more than 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services has relied on relationships to get you the insurance coverage you need for your farm or ranch. Find a Farm Bureau agent at fbfs.com/protect. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Start your new career at Becton Dickinson by attending a convenient walk-in interview at the Broken Bow BD facility on the first or the third Wednesday of each month from 3 to 5 p.m. or apply online at bd.com/careers. BD is an equal opportunity employer that offers competitive pay starting between $18 and $25 an hour, shift differentials up to $1.25 an hour, and full benefits package starting on day one of employment. So make sure to join BD's walk-in interviews on the first and third Wednesday of the month and apply online at bd.com/careers.
A1 Auto in Arnold is a family-owned full-service auto repair shop. They are proud to announce an expansion to their already extensive offering of services. A1 Auto now offers paint and body repair services. So when that damage includes your engine, your paint, your body, or your engine paint and body, take your ride to A1 Auto, your licensed Napa Auto Care Center with ASE certified techs armed with the latest technology to get you back on the road in a reliable and beautiful vehicle. Foreign, domestic, and more. A1 Auto in Arnold.
All right, a little sports news for you, and I know my friend Brent can help me with that. I got an email from Michael Davis down in Florida. I don't know that we mentioned this. Maybe you did. He said he didn't know whether we saw it or not, but apparently the Lexington native Mike Tingelhoff passed away Saturday. Did you know that?
No.
He missed it. Of course, he played for Nebraska in the pre-Devaney Nebraska days, ex-Viking. He was a pro in the 60s and 70s, and we lost him this past weekend. So thank you, Michael, for bringing that forward. I think we might have missed it too. Also, if you're a coach right now and your record is not going well, you might prepare to pack up your bags. USC is looking for a new head coach. They fired the Trojans head coach Clay Helton after a huge loss against Stanford. So he's packing his bags and looking for a job. And they said, nice things about him when they sent him on down the road. They liked him, but in college ball, if you don't win, you pack your bags, right?
Yes. Yeah, I don't know. I still don't quite understand the getting rid of someone after the second game of the season, but that's their call, not mine.
Yeah, that is a little early, isn't it?
Well, it would seem like. I mean, if his job was in that dire jeopardy, I think I would have made the change in the off season.
Yeah, why pull him in and send him after the second game?
Yeah. So he didn't have a very long leash coming into the season.
Well, unfortunately, there's the contributors.
Oh yeah.
You know,
I'm guessing USC has a few boosters. That's
what they're called. Yeah.
Might have a say or two.
All right. Mark Stock should be checking in here in just a little bit. Gives us a little time to talk about scientists who say that we can, if we want to, potty train cows.
Okay.
This is no bull.
Oh, well, no, I wouldn't think so.
Scientists have figured out how to potty train cows. They say that calves are just as easy, if not easier, to potty train than human toddlers. And using treats to get them to do what they're supposed to do is called Mulu.
Ah.
The study took place in Germany at an indoor animal research lab where cows were given the chance to allow to roam free until they had to go to the restroom. The ones who went inside the special pen to go to the bathroom were given treats.
Oh.
The parents would pay for these scientists to come and train their kids if this works.
Mm.
But they can actually train, and it makes sense. It's the bait and switch deal. If they go into a special pen to go number 1 and 2, then they got a treat, and it worked really good. So,
okay,
I guess if you have cattle pens, and you just want to clean out one pen,
yeah,
you
potty train the calf to go into that pen. Yeah.
Well, I think Mark Stock's on the line.
Is he? Okay. Maybe we should get Mark's take on this.
Yeah, we'll ask him right after these words.
Yeah. Fraudulent activity is on the rise, and fraudsters seem to be working overtime. Bruning Bank is dedicated to keeping you safe. Remember, never give out your personal information, click on unsolicited links, or rely solely on caller ID as it can be spoofed. Keep your information safe by monitoring your account transactions with mobile or online banking and set up customized alerts with Notify. If you believe you have been targeted by fraudulent activity, we are here to help. Learn more about fraud safety at bruningbank.com or visit any Bruning Bank location. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
It's time again for the ever-popular T-shirt quilt class at the Quilting Shack in Broken Bow. We all have those T-shirts we hold dear, but we don't know what to do with them. September 26th and October 17th, grab up your T-shirts, attend a 2-day class, and learn to make an amazing keepsake. Class cost is $40. All you need is a machine and material, and the gals at the Quilting Shack will help with the rest. The class will be from 1 until 6 both days. Call the Quilting Shack in Broken Bow for more details and make sure to follow them on Facebook.
There are fewer words sweeter in the state of Nebraska than... And Geared for Sports in Broken Bow is ready to help you cheer for the Huskers. New Husker gear arrivals are hitting their racks in men's and women's sizes, perfect for showing your team's spirit. And remember, when you need to gear up for the sports you are playing, visit Geared for Sports, west side of the square in Broken Bow, open Monday to Friday 10 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4.
8:24 is your time. We have Mark Stock on the line. Good morning, Mark.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you doing?
Things are good here. How's things at Big Iron Auction Company?
Well, we're in Husker Harvest Days today. Grand Island, Nebraska is open for business. People are walking through the gates, walking around. It's a overcast day, so it's kind of cool. I like it that way. And we've got our auction reps here. We've got our livestock reps here. We got our real estate personnel here talking to folks that come out here. The early bird comers to our tent also get a 5-gallon Big Iron yellow bucket. All they got to do is be a registered bidder on the Big Iron auction site. I tell you what, we've given away 100 of them already. So there's been good traffic here. Everybody likes a yellow bucket. But we also have other things. A lot of the FFA kids stop by, get their T-shirts, and you get a chance to win a $500 donation to their chapter. So, we like to support FFA. And anybody that's listening out there right now, come on in. If you don't have your T-shirts, because we mailed them to the schools, you can come and get them here, and we'll put them on you right here in the booth and sign up to get your chapter a nice donation compliment to Big Iron Auctions and the Big Iron Real Estate side of the business. But we've got a great display, got a lot of information. We got a Ford Mustang sitting here that's going to sell in our classic car auction. It's a convertible. We also have a 1969 Corvette Stingray. It's got the 427 under the hood. That's a convertible as well. It's factory, folks. It's got the bias tires, too, with the red stripe on them. This car is immaculate, and it's on display here in Grand Island, Nebraska. It will be sold next Thursday on the Big Iron Classic Car Auction, and the bidding on those cars is taking place right now. Now, we do have a big sale tomorrow, over 2,000 items that will sell on Big Iron, and so many retirement sales, and we've got retirement sales taking place every Wednesday, and our reps are super busy talking to folks and taking pictures and shooting video footage of equipment that will be sold here throughout now till the end of the year. So if you are retiring and you want to expose your machinery to the hundreds of thousands of people that watch this website every day, it's absolutely unbelievable. If you want to see the data and the stats, you can come to the Husker Harvest Days, and we'll show them, or else call us up and we'll come to your location. We'll show you the Google Analytics on how many eyes are watching BigIron.com all across North America and beyond. As equipment really hard, good low-hour equipment is hard to find right now. The supply chain is really shut down availability of new equipment. So anything that's got low hours on it now, guys and gals, is bringing a premium. In fact, a gentleman sold a 2014 Tempty grain trailer 2 weeks ago on Big Iron, and it brought more money than what he paid for it brand new. So when does that ever happen? It doesn't. So if you want to take advantage of this hot market, just because supply chains are really cut back, and we've got great demand because commodity prices have been so good in the grain sector, and those folks right now are looking to expand their operations. And with all the retirements, it seems like there's one or two or three farmers that are adding more land to their operations, and they need more machinery to get the work done. So that's why they're looking to expand and buy good quality equipment. So come to Husker Harvest Days. We'd love to talk to you more about that. We do have a big sale tomorrow, though, as I mentioned. 2,057 items. Bar KA Inc. retiring out of Elm Creek, Nebraska. Case-IH sale. 60-plus items. Douglas Wyatt is retiring. He's Topeka, Kansas. Harvey and Judy Bergstrom are retiring from Cayuga, North Dakota. I love that name, Cayuga, North Dakota. That sounds like something that we'd see on some sort of one of those pirate shows. But James D. Honeycutt is retiring. He's from Cherry Vale, Kansas. We have also got some more folks here that will be selling on BigIron.com on our weekly Wednesday auction. We have got the South Dakota FFA Foundation. A lot of people donated items to that. Nebraska FFA Foundation as well, taking place this week. Lane Ketterman is from Gothenburg, Nebraska. Their retirement sale is tomorrow. The John Wilkie Estate sale in Sterling, Kansas is tomorrow. The James and Virginia Knapp retirement in Ord, Nebraska. That sale is tomorrow, folks. That's just right up the road. Their equipment, folks, 97 items. They got a 2013 Hillsboro aluminum livestock trailer. Got a lot of livestock equipment, post-hole diggers, round bale haulers. They got a D7 dozer. They got a John Deere 650 four-wheel drive compact utility tractor. They got an H&H gooseneck flatbed trailer. They got these Bosch portable panels with a trailer that will be selling on the BigIron.com site. Just a super lineup of equipment. They got the Bosch portable loading chute as well. All this equipment located, folks, by Ord, Nebraska, and it's going to sell on BigIron.com tomorrow. James and Virginia Knapp, their retirement sale. Henry Knuxel, the Big Iron rep, is more than happy to take your phone calls and answer any questions as well. They got a John Deere 7730 mechanical front tractor with a loader, and the list goes on and on. Check out their 2015 Honda Rubicon ATV. That will also be selling tomorrow on the Big Iron website. Now, if you are in the market for a John Deere 8100 to have that tractor mechanical front selling as well, once again, big sale, James and Virginia Knapp retiring. And they are by Ord, Nebraska, and they're using BigIron.com to expose their equipment to people all over the world. We do have the Gene and Judy Wehrbein retirement sale there in Louisville, Nebraska, and I've just touched on a few of the many sellers that are using the BigIron.com website here this upcoming sale tomorrow. Come to Husker Harvest Days. We'd love to chat with you. Check out some of the real estate that's being sold, too. We've got several opportunities coming your way. You're going to hear about it here over the course of the next couple of days as Rex Mahoney is putting together some property in Valley County that will sell on an online auction coming up probably in November. And we've got several other sellers that are talking about getting land sold in November as well in and around Custer County, Valley County, Greeley County. So watch BigIron.com for more information about that. And if you've got some land you would like to sell, give us a call. If you've got machinery you'd like to sell, give us a call. If you've got livestock you would like to sell, give us a call. Our phone number is 402-564-3369, or we've got a toll-free number on the landline phone, which is 1-800-937-3558.
All right, Mark, before we let you go, where do they find you when they walk into Husker Harvest Days? Where are you located?
We are on 11th Street and Central Avenue, so we're all the way on the south end of the yard, right on Central Avenue. It's the same location we've been for years. If you see Case IH, we're Kittywampus to Case IH, and we're right across from Kubota. So, but we've got the big white tent with the black letters and all the yellow all around. There's yellow all around us. We love that yellow color.
You do, and no people that have been there before sure know where to find you then. And for new folks, stop by. Real quick, also, what do you go to a lot of these? What do you learn from the folks who stop by? I mean, you have these conversations with them, and I know you want to, introduce them to Big Iron if they don't know anything about it, or if you want to get them signed up. But what kind of information do you receive by the conversations you have?
Well, most of them are just glad to be out and about. They've been cooped up too long, and they're glad the vaccine has been available to them, and now they're going out to socialize again. A lot of the folks here are retirement age that are walking around early this morning. Of course, they're the ones getting the buckets. I think a lot of them are getting wedding anniversary gifts for their wives with a yellow bucket. And I'm thinking, gee, should we put some flowers or something in there? And they go, nah, we don't need that.
They can do that, right? Yeah. Well, hey.
A lot of them, they want to know what's going on with market trends, and what land's doing and things like that. So we just have nice conversations with them. But real, there's a lot of fun people.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of fun people. If you love people, you need to get a hold of us, because you can come work a farm show for us, because we talk to a lot of people all day long.
Well, have a great time. I know you always do. And thanks for your time today, Mark. We appreciate it.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Okay. 8:33. All right, Brent. Our research continues this morning. I did a little more reading here.
Oh, good.
On the how to train a cow to be potty trained.
Okay.
That's the best way. And again, this is no bull at all. But there is a couple of things here that I discovered as I was rereading it. Now, this took place, as we mentioned, in Germany at an indoor animal research lab. I missed this part because I didn't highlight it in yellow. The calves were given diuretics.
Oh.
And then allowed to roam free until they had to go. So that they're including a diuretic there in the experiment. So I don't know, honestly, how many producers out in this neck of the woods are going to be offering that to their calves.
Yeah.
But they did get them to go in a particular pen because that's where they got treats. But then my question would be, if you have if you had calves out, well, it's not, you don't really need to do it if they're out in the pasture.
Well, you wouldn't think so.
I can see where in a feedlot it might come in handy if you could get them to go to a particular spot, but then again, maybe not.
So are they going to release a how-to manual on this or what?
Well, I hope it's not in German. If it is, then it won't do us too much good. But that is how they're potty training calves right now.
All right.
Okay. Now, we mentioned to you earlier about the woolly mammoths.
Yeah. What's the deal with this?
Well, this is kind of fascinating. This is almost Jurassic Park-like.
Okay.
A new company is trying to resurrect woolly mammoths. The company was just launched and has plans to bring it back. It's called Colosso and was created by a biologist and tech expert. They plan to use elephant DNA with mammoth-like characteristics like, the thick hair and layers of fat. The theory is that if woolly mammoths can be brought back to life, they can save the tundra of the Arctic. The company has received a $15 million boost to get started. So they've gotten a donation of $15 million to start working on the DNA and putting all that together. But because they do have DNA from woolly mammoths, because they found a frozen one, remember?
Yes.
So they could take that DNA, mix it with an elephant, they could save the tundra. That's a study that's underway.
Okay.
Got a little $15 million boost to get started.
All right. Well, I guess I can think of $15 million being used for other things, but hey, that's okay.
Yeah, if it saved the tundra because it is in trouble, that would be worth the 15.
Sure.
But we don't know if that,
Yeah.
know.
But you're right. Just reading that does sound like Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened in the movie. And that didn't turn out so well.
It did not. So they could be having people being chased in their cars in the tundra.
Yikes.
And, electric fences that were put up going down.
Yeah.
And, oh boy, who knows? Might be messing with science a little too much. There may be a reason that the woolly mammoth isn't here anymore.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
Forge and Faith Oak Ministries invites you to Aim for I Am September 18th and 19th at Ord Carp and Crow Grounds, an outdoor experience for the whole family. Come enjoy casting contests, a cornstalk shoot, water balloon slingshot, dummy roping, aerial archery, 8-foot plinko, a kid-friendly mechanical bull, duck races, and much more. Gates open at 10 a.m. each day with a worship service on Sunday. Guest speakers include Brian Jackson, the world record holder for heaviest vehicle lifted with breath. He is also known as the I Believe guy. Angie Kokas, also known as Spear Huntress Chick, a world-renowned hunter, as well as Scott Mendez, a world champion bull rider and founder of Western Harvest Ministries. Tickets are just $5 a day and can be bought in advance at any of the Trotter Wongo locations. Sponsors include AK Creations Tack and Trailer Sales, Global Animal Products, Agland Electric and Irrigation, Ord's Ace Hardware, and Great Western Bank Ord. September 18th and 19th, Aim for I Am at Carp and Crow Club in Ord. For more information, go to unitetoknow.org or Facebook.
In the waning moments of the growing season, it's time to start thinking about soil health, as well as fall and winter grazing options. Aero Aviation of Broken Bow can fly on cover crop mixes into your standing crops right now. Then you have seeds sprouted before harvesting the main crop, giving the mix a longer growing season. Call Aero Aviation for more at 872-5113.
Barney Health Mart, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy, invites you to save during the month of September. Tylenol sinus and headache pain reliever, fever reducer, and nasal decongestant is $6.79. Hall's sugar-free menthol cough drops are $2.09. Adult Tussin sugar-free and cold relief are $4.49. And Adult Tussin Max Strength is $5.49. Barney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow.
8:38 is your time. Brent Apperson and Dave Burney together here on The Breakfast Show. Oh, look, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency.
Yeah, yes, they are on the list today. Yes.
Well, they sell insurance.
They do.
And they also have some new locations and have also started working with Troxel Insurance. In fact, I think they are now the owners of Troxel Insurance, and Tim's still there, right?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, now with offices in Callaway, Broken Bow at the former Troxel Insurance Agency building. Also Albion and Lincoln, full-service agency, including crop, home, auto, farm, ranch, commercial, and life and health. Open enrollment for Medicare, that's coming up on October 15th, and everyone else on November 1st. So for the under 65 market, there will be 2 new carrier options for 2022. So hopefully a few more plan options and some competition in pricing, which I think would help some things. So visit with Liana. She's kind of the expert on that. Might not be a bad time to just go ahead and set an appointment now, since that is, well, basically a month away. Also, the tax credits are available to a larger range of incomes for 2022 as well. So call Chip and Liana in the Callaway office at 836-2201. Tim, as you mentioned, Tim Troxel in their Broken Bow office at 872-6996. For all of your insurance needs, contact Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency.
That's right, and Chip's no dip. He's hip.
Yes, he is.
And Liana rocks like Nirvana.
Oh, hey. Did that just come to your mind just out of the blue, or was that something you worked on?
No, it just popped in.
I like that one.
You like that one?
Yes, I like that one much better.
Well, I prefer the lasagna one, but
I'm sure you
that
do.
way I have two I can go to.
Okay.
So
now, can you remember that one? Because I've kind of forgot how you said it already.
Smells like Teen Spirit. Yeah, I can remember it. Ansley Lumber in Ansley, Nebraska. Ansley, America, on Main Street. There's about 3 or 4 really good people there that want to bring you the best in products and services at Ansley Lumber and Supply.
Absolutely. And for those of you wanting to add a deck or even update your existing deck, make sure you talk to them about their decking options available at Ansley Lumber and Supply. They can order just what you need to create the perfect place to relax and host your get-togethers. Also, they have everything from premium lumber to metal for metal buildings. They carry GAF shingles, Benjamin Moore paint with over 3,500 colors. Also, Ansley Lumber and Supply does what they call the whole new home building package. So talk to them about that. They're willing to consult and help you with any questions that you might have, and they are willing to deliver as well. So give them a call today at 935-1815 or just stop by. Talk to them at Ansley Lumber and Supply, locally owned and operated. You'll find them right there in downtown Ansley. Again, the number 935-1815, and they're open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5:30 and open on Saturdays from 8 until noon.
Thank you, Brent. Tumbleweed Cafe, Broken Bow, Nebraska. Well, they're open 7 days a week. Now, I think their hours are a little shorter right now, just like a lot of restaurants, because, there's just not enough help around. But they're still open 7 days a week for you. Now, Sunday, we went out, class of 71, a few of us went out and had breakfast. And we had a young lady that was just fabulous, I don't even think she's learning the trade because she's in the Carmen's family.
Mm-hmm.
And she was great. She was fantastic. Double-checked with us, make sure she had the order right, all the way around the table because there was quite a few of us.
Sure.
A lot of omelets and things like that. A lot of people coming in, about that time of morning to have some breakfast or even maybe slip over into lunch or starting to get their mouths watering for that buffet that would be coming out soon with the beef and the pork and the green beans and the corn, mashed potatoes and gravy, the salad ahead of that, and, of course, dessert. And you can go back and eat as much as you want. Just change plates and pretend you hadn't had a plate yet. That's all available on Sundays. And then, of course, you can order off the menu anytime. They have lunch specials, noon specials, evening specials. They do some catering. And, of course, they have the party room.
Mm-hmm.
And Carmen and the crew is ready for you. That's another little saying.
Yeah, there you go.
They're true blue. It's all for you from Carmen and the crew at the Tumbleweed Cafe, Broken Bow, Nebraska. A tradition that continues. Fine, home-cooked style, comfort food.
Well said.
Thank you, Brent. Thank you so much. Well, let's talk a little bit about Circle V Stitching Post in Broken Bow, Nebraska, located out on Paulson Road. Now, if you're new to the area, or you're like a lot of us, you've lived here so long you don't pay any attention to addresses, Paulson Road is right on the edge, north edge of Broken Bow. Goes right by Paulson's Ready Mix there.
Mm-hmm.
And on down the road, you'll go past Jeremy Shipe's place. He's back in the trees. He kind of hides back in there. And then there's Kincaid's on down the line. And if you go far enough on Paulson Road, you can drive right onto Highway 2, going clear west. Yeah. Or you can turn left and go over the railroad tracks and come by the radio station. Anyway, that's how you get there. You can go out on the on the airport road,
Yeah.
And you'll see Paulson Road and go west, my friend, go west.
Go west, young man.
Yes. And you'll find it.
Yes, you will. Circle V Stitch and Post, ready to help you get your creation started. as Velma does just some wonderful things with her custom embroidery service. So give her a call to get your creation started. Number to call is 872-6173. Maybe you want to have some shirts put together with your business name on them, maybe a cap or a jacket. Give Velma a call and get your creation started today. Now, did you ever have a lettered jacket? I don't think I ever had a lettered jacket when I was. Of course, I didn't have many letters to put on it.
I guess a letter. Oh, a letter.
Yeah, going back to your high school days.
Yeah,
a letterman's jacket.
No, there was no reason to have a letter jacket because, as you said, I mean, you could put the school's logo on it, and that's about all to be on there.
There you go. Well, the school season is here, and it is time to think about letter jackets, and Circle V Stitch and Post deals in those. If you would like to give the student in your home a way to represent the school letter they have received, get a high-quality letter jacket to match your school colors. Chat with Velma on all that she can do for you. So give her a call today, 872-6173. As we mentioned, Circle V Stitch and Post located just north of Broken Bow out on Paulson Road.
It's kind of dark out there right now. Cloud cover completely taking over. 57 degrees here at Broken Bow. By the way, I kind of missed the occurrence at the top of the hour. It was 85 yesterday, just for a little while. Most of the time, 82 and 83. Dropped down to 55 in the 5 o'clock hour this morning. And we're still stuck on an inch 16 rain for the month if you're a record keeper. And as we were talking about the days shortening up, today the sun will go down at 7:51 and then rise tomorrow at 7:19. So later on, and not that far away because they get in a big hurry about it, we'll be going to standard time. And then your sunset's going to be 6-something.
When is standard time? Anybody know?
I think
it's in October usually, right?
I don't know which weekend.
Yeah, I don't either.
You know, you get that extra hour of sleep back that first night because you fall back your clock, but then then it's dark when you get up and it's pretty much dark when you get home.
Yes.
But we complain about standard time and daylight savings time. We complain about it every time. It's just the way
pretty
we are.
much, yes.
Here's Boss Skaggs on The Breakfast Show.
Offers computer sales, repair, and on-site service. Is your computer slow or infected with a virus? Mark can clean it up. Whether it's a home system or the networking of an office, Central IT is ready to help. From custom builds to individual IT products, Central IT in Broken Bow, 872-6600. Call Mark at 872-6600 for Central IT.
The Callaway Good Life Center offers a facility with the comforts of home. Services include skilled nursing care, long-term care, respite care, and more. Callaway Good Life Center is a great place to work, offering competitive wages. Call 836-2267 for more information.
Get the used equipment you need now. Purple Wave Auction sells hundreds of pieces of heavy equipment each week at no reserve auction. Items are selling in your area now. Bidding is simple. Visit purplewave.com to get started. Purple Wave Auction. Straight, simple, sold.
There's a difference between treating the pain and treating the problem. At Pearson Physical Therapy, we strive to not only reduce your pain, but actually treat the underlying cause so that you remain pain-free, even after you finish physical therapy. If you're frustrated by pain that keeps coming back, Pearson Physical Therapy can give you the tools that will keep you moving pain-free. Call Pearson's in Broken Bow at 308-872-5800 or check us out on the web at pearsonpt.com. Get the treatment you need and the care you deserve at Pearson Physical Therapy.
You're listening to The Breakfast Show, and we appreciate that. We also appreciate our great guests that come in. We have guests that come in. They are gifts. Did I say gifts?
I don't know. Maybe you did. I didn't catch it. But
our gifts of guests.
Yeah, it's always a gift when a guest comes in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Suzanne Glenny's here from Off-Broadway Assisted Living. How you doing?
I'm great. Good morning.
It's good to have you in. You were talking with Brent about sports and how much you love sports, and if you wanted to maybe someday do some color or play-by-play, I think Brent would be very happy to take you along and work you right in, especially when we get to playoff time. We don't, have enough people to get all the different places. So I don't know how you'd work that into your busy schedule.
It's amazing what you find out about people.
Yeah.
But, I always thought that would be neat, and I'm really impressed with some of these female announcers that they have on like ESPN and Major League Baseball and all of that. I always wanted to be this really great gifted athlete and prayed I wasn't, but I just think that sounds really cool. I think you guys have a neat job.
It is a neat job. Also, the Nebraska game, I didn't watch very much of it, but I saw that they had a young lady refereeing
yes.
in that.
They did.
And I think I have an article I was going to get to later that they're now going to be celebrating the first black female referee in the NFL.
Yes.
So some good things are happening.
There's always opportunity out there, isn't there?
Yeah.
So, don't be surprised if I come knock on the door, Brent.
Hey,
and say,
you bet. We'll work you in. Trust me.
Oh.
We do plenty of games to give people an opportunity. I'll guarantee you that.
Plenty of them.
Well, thank you for having me this morning.
Sure. Off-Broadway, we've been visiting with Chantel.
Yes.
Off and on. What a wonderful young lady. Really enjoyed talking to her. Last time we visited with her, she said there were a few rooms available. Is that still the case?
That's right. We have a few apartments open. We have some one-bedroom ones that are just ready to go, move-in ready. We have some community members at Off-Broadway right now that are just wonderful people to be around, really upbeat. Today our guys are going on a fishing trip. All of the guys that resided Off-Broadway are going on a fishing trip today. So I look at the weather and I'm like, but for dedicated fishermen, it's never too hot, never too rainy. So I'm glad it's not 100 degrees out, honestly. But so some of and then we're having a ladies' luncheon while the guys are out fishing. It's National Assisted Living Week. So we're celebrating National Assisted Living Week. So yesterday we did different trail mixes and we started our nomination process for voting on Employee of the Year.
Oh.
And so today's a fishing trip and luncheon. Tomorrow, our staff who have pets, we're going to do a pet show. So I don't know. There could be a rooster or a pet rock, or I don't know what we're going to end up with at Off-Broadway. But so tomorrow's our pet show. And then we have what the theme is: community, caring, and compassion. And so we're doing something where we're assembling gift bags of things to take down to our police station. And we're going to do something back for the community. We are going to do, during Junk Jaunt, just an in-house only for our residents and staff. COVID is still out there rearing its ugly head, and we wish we could do something grander, but we kind of decided that we're going to do a community service project and raise some money in-house. And we would like to donate the proceeds to the senior center here in Broken Bow.
Nice.
So we're thinking community, compassion, and caring, and so that's kind of what we're up to this week.
Boy, Brent, that's all fun sounding things to do. Fishing,
Yes.
luncheon. Gosh, you pulled all the stops out.
We're trying to keep things rolling, keep things going. And we thought, getting our residents involved in assembling those care packages for the police, that involves our community within Off-Broadway. It gives back, hopefully, a little something so that the police and the jailers, and everybody that's associated with our law enforcement, that they feel supported and they feel like Off-Broadway cares about them, because we do. And then just the compassion for your neighbor, compassion for somebody else. So we're trying to really be in that culture at Off-Broadway of, a lot of us are just coming back from state conference. So, you go to state conference and you're really inspired and you're really uplifted and pepped up. And we want to keep that momentum going. We're really trying to right now, after some of the talks and lectures we heard, with everything that's going on in Afghanistan, we're just done with the remembrance of 9/11. And they talk to us a lot about, our veterans on being supportive, watching for signs and symptoms that maybe somebody needs to talk, realizing kind of some of what happens with the aging process with what some of our veterans have been through. And so we're just coming down from this state conference that we just had all this information. We had all these big doctors from UNMC that are in charge of rural health medicine. We had a captain that talked to us that had been buried alive twice on 9/11 when the towers came down. And so he was our keynote speaker. And you talk about uplifting and powerful message, but just how many times do we say in our jobs, or how many times do we say in a day when we get frustrated, I'm done. I'm done. You throw your hands in the air, I'm done. I'm walking away. And this guy was buried alive twice. And he just that will and that strife, that he overcame. So anyway, not to rattle on, but, we're just really trying to keep the momentum and that culture going of doing for others.
Suzanne, in this type of facility, that's so important. If you think about it, that's a big deal to keep momentum, positive thoughts, appreciating things like you just mentioned. It just changes everything in the room.
It does. Even in our staff meetings with department heads right now, we have department head meetings twice a week, just checking in. And we've kind of been talking and tossing some things out just in our managers about being grateful. What are we grateful for? It can be like our maintenance man, Dennis, is awesome. He is a veteran himself, but he just works so hard at making people happy, making people feel comfortable, and it seems so second nature to him. He doesn't. It's just so part of who he is, but I said to him the other day, what are you grateful for? And he said, Folgers coffee. It can be something as simple as Folgers coffee. But yeah, so we want our residents to feel appreciated and valued. We want our community of Broken Bow to feel like we're part of it. But we want our community members to feel like they're important and they're valued to us too. And we kind of all are still in this together. I'll tell you, last night I went to the ladies' steak fry, and just connecting and seeing people smile, just being together, you just really appreciate how far we've came. I mean, yes, COVID's still there. We still have to be careful, but, just rubbing elbows with your neighbors, so to speak, it's just a good feeling.
Yeah, it's a healthy thing to do. I think we realized how much social animals we really are.
We really are.
When you get back out, you go, gosh, I've missed this. Yeah.
Yeah, we do. We have missed it. Our families have been very supportive. I tell you, this summer, we have had people that have brought in so much fresh sweet corn, rhubarb, tomatoes, cucumbers, and it's just like, they always say when you go to church, don't leave your windows down or your car open because you'll get like a sack of zucchini in your front seat or something. We have just had the best families and the best community members bringing that stuff in, and it does feel like home. Mm-hmm. We announced kind of randomly one afternoon, we're going to shuck corn at 3:00. I bet we had 10 people that showed up, and just the fellowship of shucking corn and the laughing and it was just like, it just fills your soul when you hear that, when you hear your residents laugh. So,
and the memories that brings back.
Oh yeah. I mean, they got to talking about how hot it used to be shucking corn and the flies sticking to you and getting the silk all off, and just, but it was good. It just fills your soul when you hear that laughter coming. So.
Now, I know that was a good time, but are you going to bring in and dress some chickens in there?
Yeah, no. Oh, my gosh. You talk about memories. How come all of a sudden I now smell singed pin feathers in my nose?
Hot water.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. That's one thing. You always grow up in that character building things that you do, but I never made my boys clean chickens.
I think anybody that grew up around here years back, they probably experienced that sometime or another. I know, and usually it was kind of like shucking corn, though. A lot of people would get together and do a bunch as neighbors and split them up, and so you might have a whole group of ladies there with boiling water and hatchet and away.
Oh yeah, here we go. And you didn't eat fried chicken for a month either, because
you knew what went into it.
Yeah.
Well, there was we better not go any further.
Or like milking cows. There's a whole. How many people grew up hand milking cows twice a day. Before you went to school or whatever. And I think, just getting my kids to school on time used to be an issue, much less getting them up at 4 o'clock in the morning to milk cows. But there's that corn shucking was a lot of fun, and just keeping things like that happening, keeping things like that going, day-to-day things that they did at home, we can still do it off Broadway.
And one of the things that we throw into assisted living is those sorts of things. It's not just providing a room and 3 square meals a day. It's all these other things that you're talking about that makes it a great place to be. And then they also have the ability, if they're still driving and can do it safely, they come and go as they please, but they still get to have all these bonuses.
Yeah, thank you. Well. It is. It's really, assisted living is really neat, and I wish, not to be political or get on a soapbox or anything like that, but I do wish that certain entities in the government would realize that it is their home. It is like an apartment building that you see anywhere else, and we can't just lump it all together as senior care. But for assisted living, for Broken Bow, Nebraska, I really think Off Broadway is just really unique and special. We're always trying to find our niche. Everybody is in the industry. Every business tries to find their niche. What makes them stand out? What makes them special? And we're finding that with Off Broadway too. What makes us special? What can we do that somebody moving in feels valued, that feels special? What sets us apart? And we're still working on some of those things. Right now we're talking and kind of flipping some ideas around on how can we offer room service, up until 8 or 9 o'clock at night. Not everybody wants to eat. A lot of them do like to eat early, but a lot of people want a little something before they go to bed. And so how can we offer room service? So that's one of the things that we're looking at. We haven't completely got it all talked about and how we're going to make this work, but just ideas. What makes us stand apart?
Wow.
So,
Brent, here we go again. They got a pool table, ice cream. You come and go as you please. You don't mow a lawn. You don't scoop snow. You have your own room if you want to stay in it. You can go eat with your friends. And now they're talking about maybe a little mid-evening snack while you're watching a football game. I don't know. You're probably going to have Brent knock on your door.
That's great.
5 years, I'm eligible, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, yeah, you're in the club this year, the 50, or did you make it there yet?
Yeah, I turned 50 this year.
Yeah, it's welcome to the club.
Yeah, thanks.
I don't know what we're welcoming you to, but no, I think, especially as we age, as all of us age, what do we do that would interest you to come in? And maybe that's something that we need to think about, start talking to people younger about what trips their trigger about maybe moving into a retirement community, getting some of that feedback now. And so, there's just so many things and the wheels are turning all the time with us. So
it sounds like it.
Yeah, we always have to try to think outside the box a little bit, but we are still utilizing our respite care apartment. We started using that in April, and we've used it 3 or 4 times, I think, that it's just a short-term stay. We literally got a kind of a minute's notice. It's set up, it's ready. You bring your clothes, your toiletries, your medicine. And if you just need to stay just for 3 days, or you can stay up to 30. We just have an apartment that's ready. And we want people to know that it's out there and that it's available. So if you're staying with your kids, or your kids are having to do some of that stuff for you, and they need to go to a football game, or they just need a break, or you need a break from your kids or your grandkids, let us know. It does happen. I mean, it's real, and it's life, or you get discharged from the hospital, but you really don't want to go home, and you just need a few more days for somebody checking on you. Just give us a call.
Yeah.
I mean, we're right there. 872-2522 is our number, and we would just love for you to come look at it. And our 1-bedroom apartments are move-in ready. They're painted, the flooring's new.
Ready to go.
So they're ready to go.
Okay. One thing, the respite we talked about last time, and would be a great way to come and stay for 3 days or 5 days, whatever the circumstances you're talking about, and at the same time maybe get a feel for what it's like, so that, hey, you know what, later on, this might be something I want to do. I think that's a great introductory to the way you guys are doing things.
Thank you. It is a good introductory, and I'll be honest with you, the more that we use our respite care room, the more times that people check in and use it, we're finding other things to improve upon it. We actually had some staff that decorated it. I am horrible at it. I live on a ranch. Nobody sees my house. But I wanted this to be nice, and I had some staff at one time that were really good at decorating, and they decorated it, and it's nice. A man could stay in there, or a woman could stay in there and feel very comfortable. But as people stay and utilize that apartment, we try to keep improving it and making it better. And so we take people's concerns, and we take them, and we try to act on them. It's not just pat on the back, thank you for that suggestion. I mean, really, we want it to be where they feel like coming back and residing there. You're absolutely right.
Okay. Shoot that phone number out there again, would you?
872-2522.
2522. And before we go, are you still doing the movies?
Yes, we are still doing the senior movie. We will be doing another one in October. Chantel, I just have to let you guys know, she is a go-getter. She's a wonderful young lady. She has given us some fresh perspective on some marketing things. And we have some sponsorships that some businesses in town have very graciously stepped up and are going to help us sponsor that. And we just continue to keep it going and hoping that it grows. You know, part of what we try to do are the movies that came from the 50s and the 60s, maybe that you don't get to see on TV, like Auntie Mame. Like, I've never seen that movie, and I didn't realize how big of a hit that it was at that time. But movies like that they don't get to see every day, that just, you know, take them back maybe a few years, make them feel comfortable. We do know that sometimes Husker games are at the same time as the movie, and so we can't make everybody happy, but we would love for people to know that we're still doing that. I believe it's the second Saturday of the month at Fox Theater, and I just have to tell you, Fox Theater has been wonderful to work with. I mean,
Stuart and Tanya are good folks. Yeah.
Oh man, it's just really fun to get it all put together. So yes, we're still doing the senior movie. We get a lot of thank you cards.
Good.
And people that just call and say thank you for doing that. That was, you know, you think about people that live on a fixed income, that are on Medicare or Social Security, going and our local theater is very reasonable. I'm not saying anything that it's not, but just when you're on such a fixed income, little indulgences like that can completely throw your budget off. So to be able to do that, you know, in our community with Fox Theater has just been tremendous.
Okay.
Please come.
Yeah. I think, Brent, that 5 years will be up before you know it. You can get in.
Good. I'm glad, because they show a lot of movies I want to go see on the big screen. Because you did Singing in the Rain, didn't you? Last time, I think.
I think
so.
Singing
in
the Rain,
with Gene Kelly.
Yeah.
And how can you be in a bad mood after you hear that song?
Exactly.
I mean, you just well, you know how to get a hold of me if you need color help. So
all right,
just don't be afraid to call. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Suzanne. We'll catch up on some news, and again, we'll be going off the air just for a little while here this morning for some repairs on our tower. We'll talk about that when we come back.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KPBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Texans are drenched and many in the dark after Hurricane Nicholas pounded the coast overnight. KTVT's Jason Allen is in Galveston.
Heavy rain on this area going all the way back to early yesterday afternoon, and that did cause some significant flooding impacts here.
Nicholas was downgraded to a tropical storm a few hours ago. President Biden stumping for California's Gavin Newsom ahead of today's recall election.
This year, the leading Republican running for governor is the closest thing to a Trump clone that I've ever seen in your state.
Polls open in half an hour. Russia's Vladimir Putin is self-isolating after several members of his inner circle tested positive for COVID. Reporter Felix Light is in Moscow.
Putin, who has said he has received both doses of Russia's Sputnik vaccine, is known for his aversion to germs and a cautiousness regarding his health.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Isaac Lowenkron.
Ian Rappaport reported a short time ago that New Orleans Saints Pro Bowl cornerback Marshawn Lattimore is having surgery today to repair a chipped bone in his thumb and is considered week to week. On Monday Night Football, the Las Vegas Raiders and Baltimore Ravens were tied at 27 in overtime. Here's Brent Musburger on KRLV.
Blitz is picked up. Jones is open. Jackpot, baby! Vegas touchdown! This time, no doubt. Put it in the W column, baby. This one's over. And baby!
Baseball Monday night, the San Francisco Giants became the first team to clinch a playoff spot with an 8-1 victory over the San Diego Padres. The Giants have won 8 in a row. Clayton Kershaw returned to the mound for the first time since missing 57 games because of elbow inflammation. He pitched 4 1/3 innings, striking out 5 in the Dodgers' 5-1 win over Arizona.
Here's your Weatherology Forecast. For today, look for partial sunshine. Can't rule out a slight chance for a shower or storm. Those high temperatures working up into the lower 70s. Then for tonight, clear and calm, dropping to a low of 50. Abundant sunshine making a return for your Wednesday with upper 70s for high temperatures. And into your Thursday, lots of sun, high of 87. Slight chance for storm Friday, 78. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow.
Custer Electric and Irrigation is your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer specializing in pivot maintenance and repair. But did you know they are also licensed electricians that can do all electrical work that is agricultural, commercial, and even residential? Yes, that means new houses and remodels too. Get a free quote within 24 hours and Custer Electric will have you on your way to your new home. You did your pivot maintenance, you made it through service season. Now it's time for grain bin season. Custer Electric and Irrigation sells Conrad American grain bins and will service any and all grain bins you may need worked on this year. New bins, rewires, fans, motors, capacitors, belts, pulleys, and everything in between. Lance and crew will do it all at a price that's fair to you. Custer Electric and Irrigation is your one-stop shop for all electrical, agricultural, and commercial needs. Call today at 872-7786. Check them out on Facebook or go to CusterEI.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
9:17. As we go along here, we will again mention at 10 o'clock this morning on KBBN 95.3 FM, we'll be leaving the air for a while for the safety of a tower crew that's working on some National Weather Service equipment, NOAA equipment up there. Antenna got damaged, and so they're going to have to go up and repair that, and it's right up next to our antennas, so high radiation, don't want to take a chance. Could go down to real low power, but we've always just felt better about not having it on when people are up there. So that will be shut off at 10 o'clock. They thought it would take about 2 hours max, so we will not have Awesome 80s today, and you'll miss an hour of Brent's show as well. Which is tragic. But we'll be back on hopefully around noon and then get everything fired up and get going for the volleyball tonight. Now,
but the programming you mentioned earlier would still be available if you want to listen online.
Right on.
So you can go to kbbn.com or the free KBBN Thunderbird app, and the programming will continue on those avenues.
Yeah, and that's a good thing to have anyway, folks. Have that on your phone or your device, and go to kbbn.com on your computer, because there are maybe some times that we would suffer some damage during a storm or something like that, or lose power up there, although Custer Public Power has been great about getting the generator all operational again and working fantastic. But, you never know what might happen, and if that's the case, you can still get information from us online. And then, of course, KCNI has its own website, and KCNI1280.com if it happens over there as well. We have a couple different signals on KCNI, so, we got a lot of different ways to reach you, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we have a few job openings out there that we're going to be talking about here in just a little bit. Also, want to visit about Rustic and Red. It just doesn't seem possible. Tomorrow is payday here. That means September is half gone or nearly half gone, and that means the third Thursday's coming up already. That means it's sippin' shopping time.
It is, yeah. Third Thursday is already here for the month of September, and on every third Thursday of the month, Rustic and Red in Cozad does their Sip and Shop. So that'll be coming up on Thursday of this week. The sipping will start at 4 o'clock and go until 7, but there's going to be discounts throughout the store all day long, as they'll be open from 10 to 7 on Thursday. So be listening for more on their specials later this week. And please make sure you follow them on Facebook. They're very interactive on their Facebook page, keeping you up to date with all of their new arrivals and all of the third Thursday details. Fall has arrived at Rustic and Red. They have many new arrivals that they would love for you to come in and see, and there's no better time to come in and see them than during their Sip and Shop. It'll be this Thursday. Again, the sipping starts at 4, but some specials going on all day long, as they'll be open from 10 to 7. Make it a girls' night out, a date night, or just come and browse while enjoying a signature cocktail during the third Thursday Sip and Shop this Thursday at Rustic and Red in Cozad.
Ron Coleman, a farmer in the area for a number of years now, is looking for some good help going into this fall season up near, I believe, Victoria Springs in that area. Here's the information on that.
Yeah, looking for a motivated farm and ranch employee. Experience is preferred, but willing to train the right person. CDL would be helpful, but it's not required. Offering competitive pay based on experience with some benefits. This is a year-round position, but could be full or part-time. For more information, just give Ron a call at 308-872-6028, or you can text Ron at 870-2785. If you didn't catch those numbers, you can go and take a look at the full posting listed on sandhillsexpress.com. Just go to the employment page.
All right, quick timeout. We'll have more job openings available that we'll be talking about, and a couple other things yet this morning.
What can give you a competitive edge in today's red-hot housing market? Rocket can. That's because Rocket Mortgage can give you a verified approval. It could help your offer stand out. Rocket Technology provides a rock-solid verification of your income, assets, and credit, giving sellers greater confidence in you. Go to rocketmortgage.com or call us today at 8338-ROCKET.
A verified approval is based on an underwriter's analysis of your individual financial information, appraisal, and title report. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states and MLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
Are you a true crime super fan? Join award-winning 48 Hours correspondent Erin Moriarty on the My Life of Crime podcast. Named the 2021 Digiday Best Podcast, each episode pulls you straight into the investigations, including a New York City after-party gone horribly wrong, a cold-blooded teen killer looking for a retrial, and more. Season 3 coming this fall. Follow My Life of Crime on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts.
9:22, Brent and Dave with you.
Wow, that rhymed.
Yeah. Just on a roll today.
You are, man.
I was thinking another one for BD. Would you want to talk about BD? And I might think of a poem for him.
Okay. Can't wait to hear that.
Oh, here it is.
Yes.
If you work at BD, you'll be full of glee.
There you go. Yeah, that kind of works.
And you'll be paid a fee.
You will. Yes, they offer good compensation for working at BD, and they've got plenty of openings. They would love for you to be a part of their great team at BD. They offer competitive wages, a team environment, and benefits that kick in on day one, some of which include health, life, dental, and insurance and tuition reimbursement, just to name a few. They are now offering a new hire sign-on bonus as well that equals $1,000. They pay it out like this: $250 after 30 days, $250 more after 6 months, and then $500 after a year. Apply online at bd.com/careers. Also, they are doing open interviews on the first and third Wednesdays of each month in Broken Bow, and tomorrow would be the third Wednesday of September. So you might want to take advantage of that during their open interview session, which would be tomorrow at the facility here in Broken Bow. All of this information, again, posted for you on the employment page on sandhillsexpress.com. But check it out, BD looking for people to add to their team. You can apply online as well at bd.com/careers.
After you go apply at BD, stop by Prairie Grounds Cafe and have some coffee.
Yes. Man, that was really good, Dave.
Whew.
Man, you're red hot today. Whew. Here's the featured drink menu for Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts here in Broken Bow. Every month they kind of feature some specialty drinks, and here's what they're featuring in September: the Iced Cocoa Caramel Mocha, the Caramel Silk, the Firefly Frappe, Raspberry Lime Cream Soda, and the Dirty Chai. Those are your featured drinks for the month of September. While you're in the store, make sure you check out their wonderful gift selection as well. And don't forget, they've got some lunch specials that they feature, so swing on in for lunch. Get your day started off right with a delicious drink and treat. You'll find it all at Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts in Broken Bow. They're open Monday through Friday from 7 until 4, and then open on Saturdays from 8 to 2 at Prairie Grounds right here in Broken Bow, Nebraska.
Oh, this is a tough one to rhyme with.
Oh?
Lunchtime Solutions.
Okay.
Now, they're looking for workers.
They are?
That's a toughie. I mean, lunchtime you could rhyme with, but it's Lunchtime Solutions.
Yes, that's the name of the company.
Where are these jobs available?
Right here in the Broken Bow School District, actually. They are looking for 2 head cooks and 1 kitchen helper. You would be employed by Lunchtime Solutions in the Broken Bow School District. Position hours are Monday through Friday, and all positions are 5 or more hours a day. To learn more about the roles or apply online, go to lunchtimesolutions.com/careers. Now, when I say roles, I don't mean roles that you eat.
Oh.
Although you would probably be making some of those.
You could be.
Perhaps. But this would be like the job. Okay, just wanted to clarify that.
I'm glad you did.
You can check out the full posting on sandhillsexpress.com. Go to the employment page. Again, they're looking for a couple of head cooks and 1 kitchen helper through Lunchtime Solutions. And again, you would be employed by Lunchtime Solutions, but it would be in the Broken Bow School District.
More after these words.
Grocery Cart, proud to have served Custer County for over 35 years. Fresh 93% lean ground beef is $4.78 a pound, and save on certified Angus beef rump roast $5.98 a pound. Fresh frozen boneless skinless chicken thighs are $2.48 a pound. In the produce section, delicious Washington extra fancy Fuji apples are 98 cents a pound, and Washington Bartlett pears are $1.28 a pound. Earn 450 rewards points when you buy Best Choice ice cream pails at $4.48. Grocery Cart, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Libya's Boutique invites you to their Sip and Shop Hop this Saturday from 10 until 4. Big savings will be marked no matter where you look. Save 25% off clothing and shoes, or check out the 30% off Under Armour rack. The trailer will be parked next door, and everything inside is 70% off. Plus, don't miss the $1, $5, and $10 bargain bins. You can also shop in Ravenna and St. Paul, too. The Sip and Shop Hop this Saturday at Libya's Boutique on Main Street in Ansley.
Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company has as much pride in being your locally owned bank and serving the surrounding area as the state of Nebraska has in the Cornhuskers. Just like the Cornhuskers, they work hard, being a better team than they were yesterday. Their products and services can't be beat. Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company, your hometown team that roots for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
A1 Auto in Arnold is a family-owned full-service auto repair shop. They are proud to announce an expansion to their already extensive offering of services. A1 Auto now offers paint and body repair services. So when that damage includes your engine, your paint, your body, or your engine paint and body, take your ride to A1 Auto, your licensed Napa Auto Care Center with ASE certified techs armed with the latest technology to get you back on the road in a reliable and beautiful vehicle. Foreign, domestic, and more. A1 Auto in Arnold.
929. Brent mentioned earlier that you might be able to spend $15 million in a different place than trying to develop the return of woolly mammoths. Now, again, we did note that if it saves the tundra in the Arctic, it would be worth that amount of money. But there is money being spent in some places that could be doing more good, and one of those is in sports, the betting that's going on. Records set this weekend, and was this the first weekend of NFL?
It was, yes.
Okay. So new betting records along with the season openers. So if you're betting on NFL games, you're in good company. A Canadian tech firm says that American sports hit an all-time high in betting at the beginning of the NFL season. They recorded a 126% increase from last year over the weekend. And the states with the most bets include New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Illinois, and Arizona. I'm surprised Nevada isn't in that. Anyway, the company says they expected higher volumes of betting, but not this high. So that's where that money's going. As gas prices continue to rise,
we still have money to bet.
We still have money to bet.
There you go.
All right, Brent. I was thinking, I was trying to rhyme, Lunchtime Solutions, and the only thing I could come up with was pollution, and I didn't think that was appropriate.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm having trouble with that one, too.
Okay.
But it's a great place to go.
It is, indeed, yes. And they got a lot of great things there. We'll start with the delicious drinks and treats that they offer. Bagels, they do breakfast burritos. Baked treats are available any time of the day, and breakfast burritos are great to grab to curb your hunger. They have a specialty one that they create each and every day at Brubaker's, so check that out. Delicious coffee and drinks to enjoy as well. And their Dark Canyon coffee, along with their Piper Leaf teas, they're available now for purchase. So grab some to take home with you to keep the flavor going at home or at work. And make sure you check out the gift department, too. They carry some fun puzzles for the kids and for adults with unique scenes for when you've completed them. Also, some unique and stylish rugs they have now. And check out their silk flower arrangements and adorable artificial succulent arrangements. Just a few of the things that they have in the gift department. Brubaker's in Arnold. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 5. Open on Saturday from 9 to 3.
All right, let's take a look at some things that are coming up or underway. The food pantry here in Broken Bow will open up today from 1 until 3. The supervisors of Custer County will be meeting this morning, and they're going to be talking about very exciting, I'm sure they're thrilled, and you would be too. They're going to be talking budgets.
Oh,
that's always
it's that time of year.
That's a thriller, but if you don't get it right, it can come back to haunt you. And the Broken Bow City Council is also talking budgets tonight. So they'll meet tonight at the municipal building. Now, they meet on the main floor of the municipal building. They were, for a while, meeting in the library, but I don't know what. I think COVID came along and they started meeting at where they can spread out. Mm. So, like if you were there and I was there, we wouldn't have to sit together.
Oh.
Also, then on Thursday is the Team Jack Radiothon, and that runs from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. on KCNI, 1280 a.m., 96.3 FM, and streaming online. And hopefully we can get some folks from this area to chip in a little money for the Team Jack Radiothon. Might be better than betting on the NFL. Let's see here. Broken Bow Food Pantry opens up on Thursdays from 1 until 3 as well. Then on Friday, the Arnold Fall Festival gets underway. And they've brought it back. R.T. Green and some folks are bringing back the Arnold Festival, and I think we'll be talking about that later this week. Also, backing up to Wednesday, that's tomorrow, a remote broadcast on The Breakfast Show from Sun Valley Landscaping in Ansley. Mum's the Word, as you mentioned, and other fall planning. There are other fall planning items. And so be listening on the radio and watching it on Facebook Live tomorrow on Wednesday. Then, as we mentioned, the Team Jack Radiothon on Thursday, 10 a.m. till 6. Fall Festival gets underway in Arnold on Friday. On Saturday and Sunday, we have the Huskers on Saturday, right?
Correct, yeah, big game. They play Oklahoma.
And that will be a test. And we'll see what happens. We also have a remote broadcast on Sunday at the Dawson County Raceway. The Connie G. Witt Memorial Races will be happening. The gates open up around 3:30. I think this says 3. I think Chad mentioned it was 3:30 yesterday. But get there at 3 and you'll get in. And they'll have the green flag going at 6. So hot laps will start before 6 for the awesome dirt track racing action. This is the last race of the season. And you can listen to the remotes. We'll be talking to some of the drivers and so forth. And that's kind of the schedule. They're probably missing a few things, but that's what I see here in front of us the rest of this week.
Good. Busy week. A lot of things going on. Always is this time of year.
Yeah. Your hair looks pretty neat today.
Oh, gee, thanks, Dave.
We'll take a time out. We'll come back. Stay tuned.
Would you like to earn $500 and handpick individuals to live and work in your community? Well, you can through Adams Land & Cattle's Community Employee Referral Program. Adams Land & Cattle in Broken Bow is currently hiring in multiple departments. If the person you refer is hired, you'll receive a steak bundle. If they remain employed for a year, you'll receive $500. The best part? There are no limits to how many individuals you can refer. A list of all available positions and the referral form can be found at adamslandandcattle.com.
Ever feel like your insurance company doesn't know you?
Insurance Corporation will issue generic plans where agricultural activities occur.
Only a human can visit your farm or ranch to know what you need. Find out why Farm Bureau Financial Services is the #1 ag insurer. It's your future. Let's protect it. Talk to an agent today or visit fbfs.com/protect. #1 ag insurer across our 8-state territory. 2019 SNL PNC Group Direct Written Premium.
You love to fish. The sight of long lines and casting for better opportunities. You wish more people knew the value of a good worm. Share that knowledge. Take a beginner fishing and show them what real fun can be. Then share a picture with us. You could win a boat or outdoor gear. Visit outdoornebraska.org/takeemfishing to learn more. And then take 'em fishing. Sponsored by Nebraska Marine Parks.
Hi, this is Rex Burkhead, and I am asking you to tune in on Thursday, September 16th to the Team Jack Foundation's annual radiothon presented by the Home Agency. Your donation helps fund impactful childhood brain cancer research to find better treatments for kids and one day a cure. Our kids deserve more. You can help by tuning in to the Team Jack Radiothon on September 16th or by visiting teamjackfoundation.org to make your donation now.
The 2021 Team Jack Radiothon on KCNI Radio, KCNI1280.com, and on the free KCNI app.
9:37. In this world of technology that we live in, we have computers here, we have computers there, we have computers everywhere. And we have networks and in the cloud and all these things. And when we get in trouble, we dial up and we ask for our IT. You know, who's going to help us fix this? How's come this computer's so slow? How's come all these things are popping up I don't want? How's come I can't email? I got to email. I can't get, yeah, you get all frustrated. Be nice to your IT, especially today. It's IT Professionals Day, nationally. Celebrate all the hard-working folks that keep our computers running and make us feel like, well, if you have a good IT, they make you feel like you know what they're talking about. If not, they make you feel kind of not so smart.
Yeah.
But we've got great ITs around here. So remember to thank them. Rebooting is a big deal. Used to call it turning it on and turning it off. Now, it sounds more professional, more techy to say, well, why don't you go ahead and reboot that?
Yeah.
So you do, and a lot of times that fixes it. Or
sometimes
it spreads things.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, thank them. If you got one, thank them. They do a lot of, almost 24-hour on-call work.
Yes.
So we need them. Anything else on your mind, Brent?
I don't think so. Just remind people we'll have high school volleyball on the air tonight on KBBN Radio. Ansley Litchfield hosting a volleyball triangular with Central Valley and Arcadia Loop City. And we'll do all 3 matches, which can be heard on KBBN with the first one scheduled for 5.
Looks like we have great support for the broadcast tonight, so tell your friends and neighbors to listen in and enjoy. So, again, one more time, we'll let you know that just before 10 o'clock, we'll be going off the air on KBBN for some repairs on our tower. Again, it's not our equipment, but it is equipment that needs repaired through the NOAA, which is your weather information folks. And hopefully they'll get that antenna fixed, and we'll be back up and going before you know it. But we'll be leaving the air here at 10 a.m. For radio guys, that's tough because you work real hard to keep everything on the air all the time. So when you turn it off, it feels kind of weird.
Yeah. But because of technology, you can still listen on KBBN.com and on the free KBBN Thunderbird app.
That is true. Good point. Gosh, your hair looks good.
Thanks, Dave.
So fluffy.
I try.
You got goop in that?
No way. It's all dry look today.
That's what you call it?
I guess.